Ongoing problems for Florida homeowners who signed up for a state-run program to fix their hurricane-ravaged homes. It's been 6 years now since the state said they would help, and with the deadline approaching for homes to be complete, they are asking for the federal government to step in. Here's 10 Investigates' Jennifer Titus with the latest installment of Still Waiting for Rebuild.
Their people broke the glass.
It's problem
I don't trust anything they did.
after problem.
The gutters, they had to replace them because their roofers destroyed my original gutters, which were fine. I never had this problem ever in 30 years. I mean, it's insane. I got a whole freaking garden up there.
From the outside of Denise Rotolante's home
It's a mess. It's an absolute mess.
to the inside.
They stuck this in a hole where the light was. Like, I'm not going to notice. It's a fake dummy, whatever. You know, this is the kind of stuff they thought would pass.
She says her home was damaged by Hurricane Irma in 2017. And that's what led her to sign up for the state's Rebuild Florida Hurricane Irma Repair and Replacement Program.
In my bedroom, there was a live wire.
Never did she think the program meant to fix her problems would only create even more struggle.
I could have fixed my house for a fraction of what they've billed. 2 pods, hotel rooms, you know, all this money they've spent on no work being done here.
She says she's been warning Florida Commerce, formerly known as the Department of Economic Opportunity, or DEO, for years that shoddy work was being done on her home.
I call the guy at DEO and he just sends my complaint back to, nobody wants the responsibility. No one says the buck stops here. There's no one.
All while she says this isn't the only battle she is fighting.
I lost 4 inches of height. My vertebrae collapsed. Multiple myeloma is a blood cancer that eats your bones. Stress is the #1 bad thing. And guess what I've got nonstop? Stress.
Stress. She can't seem to stop when her home is still not livable.
There's no oversight. I don't even know how that's possible. Who owns a business that doesn't have somebody check the checks and balances with the accounting? You know, and then when you've got people making complaints, repetitive complaints from different people, the same, nobody's checking anything.
It's the same complaints Debbie Pardon brought to us.
Do you think that if they would have prioritized better, that this could have been better for not only the recipients, but just the use of taxpayer money in general, if they actually prioritized?
Definitely. Most definitely. You know, there should be a time period, a legit time period for people to be out of their homes. There shouldn't be months going by for us to be in a hotel and displaced that no work is being done.
While Debbie has moved back into her home, she says it did not include one essential item.
So if I would have known that central air was not in the scope of work, and it was talked to through 14 different project managers that we had in 2 years, which is crazy, it definitely would have been in the scope of work as far as I'm concerned. We kept getting yes, yes, yes from everyone, and nothing was going on as far as the AC goes.
She says her home had 3 window units prior to construction, but they were destroyed during the storm. She replaced one and borrowed one from a friend.
They noted that. They didn't offer to replace any of the units. And like I said, we kept getting, yes, you're going to get central air, yes, and it never happened.
Both Debbie and Denise showed us contracts where change orders for their projects continued to increase, but the quality and promises, they say, remained broken.
I mean, the way they have destroyed people's lives with their arrogance and greed, it's unbelievable to me that there's nobody that you could even go to. Nobody's being held accountable. And these guys are like walking off with lots of money in their pockets and then totally screwing the victims. And I really thought they were here to help us.
And help could be coming as we now have not just state lawmakers, but federal lawmakers asking how your taxpayer money was spent to help hurricane victims. And it's all because of our stories and the recipients of the program continuing to share their stories. You can watch our entire investigation, Waiting for Rebuild, streaming right now on 10 Tampa Bay Plus. Jennifer Titus, 10 Investigates.
One of the workers who was on the job site at Denise's home alleges there was shoddy work done on rebuild projects. He shares what he thinks went wrong tomorrow night at 11.